What's good, YouTube? Got some more beautiful shoes to look at today. Well, beautiful is on the beholder, but anyway, for us to look at today, as you're seeing on the thumbnail, you already know what these are. Before we get to them, you know, all that good jazz that every YouTuber asks for you to like, comment, subscribe. Talking to one of the other YouTubers, Santana's Room. You know, me myself, I'm new to this game, but a lot of people putting a lot of time into it. It takes 2 seconds. Just go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you don't do nothing else, just hit the thumbs up, and we greatly appreciate, you know, any little gestures y'all put out there. Comment or just saying dope, put a little fire emoji, whatever, yo. Just, you know, just it helps out on growing the channel. Also, my IG will be in the bottom of the corner. I will put a couple of sellers, reviewers up. Like right now, I'll put Santana's Room. That's like my #1 guy right now. Like he's been helping me out, talks to you. Like he's been doing this for a minute, and he's got a lot of shoes, a lot of reviews. Always putting out reviews every day. Tommy, I'll put his joint up. He's been putting out a lot of reviews. He's a stand-up guy too that I've been talking to. And Snide, most of you guys probably already know him, but you know, he's helped me out some. I almost kind of want to make a trip out there to China just to go check out the markets, and that's like a guy's trip. Anyway, I'm renting, whatever. But we'll get to the shoe. You know, please, if you want to know about the seller, IG, check me out. I'll have tagged in the picture of these shoes, so you can contact them as far as these shoes. As far as the colorway and what the box label goes from the videos I've seen, these are correct. 175, light bone black, crimson tint. I bought these shoes. I don't like the way they're constructed right now, but I'm gonna let you know here in a little bit. Keep watching what I plan on doing with these shoes. Hopefully I don't mess them up. Anyway, we all know typical box, does have a stamp on them, did come in pretty good condition, and you know, the size is pretty good. So there's some other shoes that's got smaller boxes. This paper's right. As far as the darkness or the lightness of this print, I don't know, but as far as the videos that I've seen, it did come with this type of artwork. I don't know if that's like wood grain or whatever, but it did come like that. But on to the shoe. I ain't even noticed that right there. That's like a Chinese symbol down there. But anyway, nobody cares about that. I damn sure don't. I mean, I want my box to be nice, just because that's how I store my shoes. And when I look at my wall, I like to look at my wall and be some nice boxes. But you know, that's about the only thing that's good for. As far as these shoes go, we all know about the LA to Chicago joints that came out. Way better colorway than these, and more hype to them than these are. These shoes are actually pretty dope, as far as you can rub off the top paint and you can see the underlay, which would be the crimson tint color, which is pink. But I'll give you a 360 of the shoe real quick. Got a little bit of an hourglass there. It's got a good shape to it, real good shape to it. Y'all see the shoe, bottom. I have not worn these yet, as you could tell. But anyway, going on to the shoe, you know, it's got a real nice toe box. Very first thing I look at. I mean, that shape to me is beautiful. Whether it's technical or whatever, it's all on your preference on what you can accept. If you want, if you can accept a big toe box, then you know, by all means, it's your toe box. It's your shoe. But that's decent. Next check, that could be a little bit higher, one more stitch up, but only because me, makes it seem like a mid when I'm looking at a shoe. When I first look at the side of a shoe, I look at that and I think if it's down here, it's a mid. I know there's other things that you can look at to tell if it's a mid, but to me, that's my number one. I don't like mids. This is my preference. I'd rather go low or go high. I don't go mids. But that's one thing I used to check for. But as long as it's like kind of up there, I'm fine. I can live with that. The wings logos, nice size. Could be tilted up a little higher, but I'm fine with that. The check, the swoosh looks pretty decent, pointing to that hole, so that's decent. Don't care about the hourglass, but there is a little bit there. Squeeze check, yep, nice and firm. Other than that, you know, as far as getting into the shade of the color and blase blah, you know, as long as it ain't super off, I'm fine with that. Only thing that I didn't like about the shoe is I don't like soles. This is my preference now. I don't like soles that are the same color, the top to the outsole. I don't. It doesn't appeal to me personally. You know, other people might like this shoe and be like, I think it's dope. Then it's dope. What I plan on doing with this shoe, whenever first I seen this shoe, I'm gonna get me a crimson tint one and do a sole swap. So it'd be pink on the bottom. I know it's gonna be yellow. This is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is sort of a grayish color, which I didn't know. When I first saw these pictures, I was like, yo, I thought that was white, all white, or like a cream, and that I would just be able to sole swap and it look the same, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's gonna be white with the crimson. But either way, I think it's gonna bring this shoe out like crazy. When I sole swap this and put the crimson tint soles on them with the white and the crimson on the bottom, I mean, that's just gonna be dope. I don't know if I'll do the lace swap. I mean, that's, I don't know about that, but I definitely plan on doing that. There was another shoe, low top women's shoe, that had the eye on the bottom. It was like an anime shoe. I got those in my warehouse in Sugar Goo, which, you know, I paid like $30 for them, but whatever. And I potentially could do a sole swap with that. I don't know yet. So once I get those, I get the crimsons in, I obviously post video and pictures on my IG. As you can see, this is an SB collab, or SB shoe edition. I guess I should say, not collab, but edition, which is a nice touch. I know that Snide be talking about the tongue, which, you know, once bouncing back, but you know, it's gonna be behind your laces, and it's that's more for feel, you know, against your foot than look for me. You got the pink insole. I think that's green. It looks green. I don't know if you're picking up on camera, but that's green. I ain't pulling out the soles no more. Let's see the tag. I mean, so, you know, I want to say one thing. I want to rant about one more thing. People want to talk about don't sell reps as retail. One, if you get got by that because you don't know, it's up to you to determine if it's fucked up or not. You know, because if this is the same, if I take this shoe, it was bought from China, and I take the retail shoe and I put them side by side and they look together, I mix them up together and I say, well, which one's which, and you can't tell. Well, it's only a mental thing for me to say, damn, I paid $600 for a shoe that I could have paid $150 for. Well, fuck, you could have paid $175 for these retail, but now you're gonna pay $600 for them, right? So it's all on how you want to look at it. Yeah, it's frowned upon, and I wouldn't necessarily like to pay, because I know, you know, the 600 were, you know, these are obviously going for cheaper across the water, and you know, to know that they're a fake. But it's all on how you look at it. To me, reps is just always going to be a part of me. But anyway, that's my last rant for this video. I'll do the black light check test, and then we get up out of here. Let's see, like my boy Santana says, is it club certified? Is it club? No, it is not. Look at that. already. The guidelines right there, guidelines. Even though they're hid behind the stitching, you see the guidelines. You see the guidelines. I'm not even going to do the other shoe. This is enough. Like your boy Santana says, you cannot take these to the club or to the bowling alley. Yeah, fuck with my boy Santana, y'all. That dude is real. Anyway, that's that. Till next time. You know, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with me, and I appreciate that.
The man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Hold up, black excellence, I be rapping it differently. Say how a co-sell him, how are you with this rapping thing? Underrated from Chocolate City with all the flavor. My bitches ball like I'm Q McCarty, it's annihilating. Black excellence, we depart from the negative, boy. Black denim that keep a knot like a pessimist, boy. Black niggas hate black niggas, that's evident. So keep black windows with mask niggas that